Hi, fourth grade. This is Mrs. Hicks again. This is our second week of art, and I cannot wait to see what you guys make this week. It's going to be really fun. We're going to be doing some cutting and gluing. Thank you to all of the students that turned in their Flipgrid videos 3 weeks ago. I really enjoyed watching them, and you guys made some really funny videos, and you also made some really beautiful artwork. So thank you for everyone who did that. Remember, everything you do in art is graded. If I don't have proof that you did it, I can't give you any credit for it. So I have written to the people who just turned in and didn't show any proof. I'm sorry, I can't give you any credit unless you do a Flipgrid video for me. So just to start off the video for some reminders. All right, so now getting into our actual video, we're going to be talking about color, and we're going to be talking about symmetry this week. So in third grade, you should have learned what the complementary colors are. Those are colors that are across from one another on the color wheel. So for example, blue and orange are a combination, purple and yellow are a combination, and red and green. So that should be prior knowledge, and you should already know what those are. For the project this week, I'm going to be using orange and blue. This is a 9 by 9 inch square. This is a 4 by 4 inch square. So you're going to want to get your complementary colors, and one's going to be bigger than the other. This is 9 by 9. This is 4 by 4. Hopefully you've received your art kit, and if you have not, it will hopefully either be sent home soon or you can pick it up very soon from your homeschool. So we are going to be talking about symmetry. Symmetry is something where it's the same on both sides. So like my face, for example, is symmetrical. I have two eyes. My nose, if I cut it in half, would be the same, and same thing with my mouth. What we're going to be working on is radial symmetry. So we're going to have the same thing on all four sides of our small square, and we're going to be doing some cutting, and then we're going to be gluing the piece of paper that we cut onto our background. It's going to be a really fun graphic project, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun with it. So here we go. All right, fourth grade, so here's your sketchbook. This will also come in your art kit when you pick this up. You're gonna put your name on the front, please. There are some different pages in here that have all different things written on them. Please do not work ahead. Please do not work on these pages when you're bored or anything like that. We are gonna be doing these pages in art class, hopefully, throughout the school year. So please do not work ahead. I know that these look really fun and interesting to color and draw in, but we are gonna use them in art class only. So if you have your sketchbook, you're gonna open up to page 17. If you don't have it, I will attach this paper onto Google Classroom or in my little document. And if you can't print it out, at least draw with your fingers on the computer maybe, at least kind of like draw it out, or you could even, draw these shapes on a different piece of paper. You might have to get a little creative if you don't have this at home right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about symmetry, and we are going to draw the lines that make this symmetrical. So symmetry is where something is the same on both sides. So some of these might have more than one line. So for example, this first one, if I draw my finger here, it's the same on both sides, and if I draw my finger here, it's going to be the same on both sides. So I would draw a line here, and I would draw one here. For B, this one would probably just have the one, because if I could draw it this way as well, and it would be the same on both sides, but I'm going to draw my line down the middle, so on and so forth. So I am going to work on this quickly. I'll fill mine out, and then you can compare your answers to mine. All right, fourth grade. So I have my pieces of paper sitting here. So again, this is a 9 by 9 inch square, and this is a 4 by 4 inch square. Now this white piece of paper is going to be a tracer that I'm going to use so that my shape, whatever I choose to make, is going to be the same on all four sides, because again, we're learning about radial symmetry, which means it's the same on all four sides of the paper. So this is just going to be my tracer. If you don't have a tracer at home or a piece of paper that's thick at home, that's okay. You could even draw on your piece of paper, cut that out, and then that can be your tracer as well. So there's lots of different ways you can do this. I also have my scissors sitting close. So we're going to talk about shapes really quick. That's kind of the main focus of this project this week is shape. So last week we learned about line. This week we're going to learn about shape. So I'm going to pick a more advanced, they call it, shape, or one that's probably not like a circle or a triangle. Maybe you do a heart. Maybe you do like a diamond or a star. A star would be pretty hard, but you could definitely try that out. And you're gonna wanna draw it pretty big because we are gonna be flipping these, and it's gonna make a really nice pattern as we flip and glue these. So the shape that I'm gonna do, I think this week, is a diamond. Now you're only going to draw half of the diamond, which this will end up looking like a triangle, but after we cut this out and flip it onto our orange piece of paper, it will eventually look like a diamond. So you're going to only draw half of your shape. You don't want to have your shape be like this big, okay? You do want there to be a little bit of space in there. I could have even made mine a little bit bigger, but I'm just going to kind of go with it. So I'm going to cut this out here. I'm gonna cut right on my line. I'm gonna turn my paper. Okay, so now I have my tracer, which is awesome because this is gonna help me keep all of my sides the same. So I'm gonna line this up like this, and I'm gonna trace on all 4 sides of my shape. Okay, now it might be kind of hard to see my pencil lines. I could probably use a white colored pencil as well. But now I have my 4 diamonds on my blue square, and I'm gonna cut these out. So now I have my shape left, and I'm actually gonna keep these 4 pieces. If you throw these away, then you will not have a project. So please do not throw them away. These are actually gonna be part of your projects.